Hi, I'm Jen of NextJenCakes, and today I will be showing you how to make Rice Krispy squares. These would be good for modelling, making little treats and covering them in chocolate, or just eat them as they are. So we need a bag of marshmallows. In fact, I have two. One bag of Rice Krispies, microwavable bowl, and spatula. So, marshmallows in. I'm only going to do one bag because I'm making a digger out of mine, which I might video at some point. So, in the microwave, 30-second burst, just like chocolate, because you don't really want to burn it. Kind of want to get it out, have a bit of a stir, get it moving. This is quite messy, so any rings and things that you have on I would take off, because there is nothing worse than picking marshmallows out of the rings. Left it in a little bit too long now. As you can see, it's all starting to melt down. But we want it a little bit more melted. I said this is very messy, so but it is great for kids to do. They love doing this sort of thing. Messy, and you can eat it. There we go. So it would end up looking like a melted mess like that. Okay. So let me grab a little spatula, scrape off the excess, because as I said, once it starts setting, it can be, as I said, quite messy. Pour the Rice Krispies in, just a bit at a time, because if you put too much in, it can make quite a dry mix, but if you don't put enough in, it can be quite gooey. So, as you can see, already starting to come together. Right, add a few more in. So now it's as you can see at the moment, kind of still want a few more in. It's almost like making Rice Krispy chocolate cakes. I said these make really lightweight models for cakes. I've done Iron Man's head, Hulk fist with these, and a hammer. And it's not as heavy as modelled stuff out of fondant, so as you can see, it's starting to a bit more. So as you add more in, you'll see it's getting harder to stir. But I still think I could do with a few more. very, very stringy. If you hear that faint buzzing, it's my freezer that's right next to me. See, now you can see that's becoming a good mix. As you can see, it is literally like spider webs coming off. I think we might need a little bit more. I don't want to get the mix too dry. No, you can see it's still a bit gooey. Right, I'm going to move this into a second bowl because this bowl is overflowing. Oh dear. Get as much of that out as possible. There we go. So it's not the best bowl for mixing that up in, but I'm not going to risk putting this bowl in the microwave because my gran got me a set of 6 for Christmas one year. Thanks, Nan. Right. It does get extremely difficult to stir after a while, so excuse the heavy breathing. It is a bit of a workout getting this stuff ready. You want it sort of enough that you don't get the stringy bits on your hands, or as when you're trying to model it, you can quite often, as you pull your hand away. So as you can see, 1 bag of marshmallows so far rings a bowl, and this is about a 7-inch diameter bowl. See, as I said, still stringy. I've actually done this with Cocoa Pops as well, and I made a fairy house, but you can see all of that on my page, NextJenCakes on Facebook. Oh, and on Twitter too. You can see it's quite a stringy gooey mess. So I'm back after a little bit of a rest and a break, and we have a bit of corn flour, some plain Rice Krispies in the bowl, and the bowl of Rice Krispies. So you should see that everything is covered. So use a bit of a corn flour just to be as a barrier, and just grab a bit out. You can add a few dried Rice Krispies to it, just helps make it more denser. And let me just move the spoon over. You can roll it into balls, as you can see. You could put it into a tray bake, but I've never done that before. So let's give that a go. Flatten it out to make a bar. You just put it in the fridge and chill it. So I just don't know how you would get it out the tray, but if you do it, let me know. As I said, this for me is going to be a digger, but yeah, you can see how it makes a dent ball. And if you were to dip it in chocolate, the kids I bet would love that. So that is how to make Rice Krispie squared.